Take two.
Gathered together from the cosmic reaches of the universe, here in this great hall of justice.
Hey, toy fans, welcome to our Toy Addictions, your source for what has been, what's now, and what's about to be in the world of toys. From Mattel Creations, we talk about it all. There's something for everyone in our coppers of toy joy. So without further ado, let's talk little plastic people and things. I'm Matt, producer of this trip down the toys rabbit hole. Usually to my right, that wacky lover of all things Bobby Bella. Aaron of 6 Inch, and across the table, your host and favorite seller of everything's Ron. Let's hit it.
Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Ron.
Aaron, his little hair of the dog.
Yeah, it's got a little hair of the dog. I don't think a Christmas party or something yesterday, but we got Master Hulk of the Universe sitting in for Aaron of 6 Inch today.
I'm like, all right, guys, 7:30. We got a few things to do this afternoon. I want to blah blah blah, whatever.
He's
Aaron
fashionable. He's fashionably late anyway.
He is. And he was so enthusiastic. I'm going to pack the car up. I'm gonna. And then 7:40, 7:50, 8:15. No answer in the text. So I had to text the wife. Yeah, he's sleeping. I'm like, okay.
Well, he decided.
That's all right.
He decided to go get drunk. It's okay.
Hey, it happens, right?
I was gonna say it happens.
Well, that's all right. We have more than enough to talk about anyway.
So we got plenty going on this morning. So
it's actually. We'll have him tell his show and tell next week. He had like 38 figures or something ridiculous that he was going to bring. So that would have been the whole show, is him talking about his purchases. But we're going to touch base on some Dorkside. We're going to touch base on some MOTU and some MOTU offshoots.
We'll talk briefly about the new Haslab, the Death Source.
The Death Source, because they have new images. Briefly, let's do some show and tell, because I actually have a really good, fun story that we shared this morning with each other when I opened my box. I bought some, because I'm Scalper Ron, I got that Star Wars thing right here. Who is that again? I don't know. It's Moff Gideon, but he's hard to find, and I bought him just to resell, because, that's me.
I bought it. I'm a TIE fighter nut. That's why I bought mine, because you're never going to see another TIE fighter like that. If they ever did one, the first thing I thought when I saw that sucker land in the Mandalorian was they have to make a fucking toy of that. They have to. They have no choice. They have to make a toy. I was hoping they would do one in a vintage scale.
Oh yeah.
But they decided to do it in this Micro Machines type scale.
That's a good scale, because I have the Falcon, and you have a few of these.
I've got a couple of them. I just have the actual TIE Fighter and Moff Gideons. I want the Millennium Falcon. It's
$45.
I know, but it looks so good for the scale it's in, though.
It really is good. The detail, there's detail, but they didn't. This doesn't make sense. If they didn't detail the detail, it's there, but they didn't bring it out.
Right. And
so
the only
as
other
a customizer, this would be a really good piece to touch up and then display.
The only other thing that I didn't care for was they did like all the detail and stuff like that. And if you look at it from the top, it looks fantastic. If you look at it from the pilot's pod, it looks fantastic. I mean, it looks like to scale and everything. It just looks really good.
Okay.
But they made it too thick.
Oh, okay.
When you look at it, they made it just a little too thick. But that's a stupid complaint. But
hey, that's
still. But those toys are. I mean, they did them well. They look really good.
They
look really good.
He's a chase piece. He's selling $40-$45 all day. I bought him for $15.
So what makes him a chase piece, though?
I don't know if they mass produced him. I think it was up to. Is it 3,000?
I think it was 15,000 or something.
1,500.
Is it 1,500?
It's a low number. It's like 1,500 or 2,000.
Huh.
So they maybe it's 3,000. I'm not sure, but
it says right on the front of the package.
Yeah.
I forgot what it said.
They made that, and that's all they're making. So like Red 6, they made a mass abundance, but they only made 1,500 of Luke in his black suit. So that's the variant on his.
Yeah, that's.
And I don't know if there's any other variants out there. I don't know if there's a Vader or a TIE Fighter variant, but I know those are the two chase pieces right now. Is Red 6 and
I want to see there was
Moff.
one more, but I can't remember. I can't remember what it was. I'd have to look it up, and I'm not sure which one it would be.
I got so besides Hulk, I've been really diving into this DC multiverse through McFarlane, and when I say diving in, I haven't again an addiction because I showed you guys boxes, and I think I touched base on this last week, but I collect Batman. Besides Hulk, is probably my favorite character in the comic world. So I collect some of his toys, some or all. And after I collect or I figure out if there's a good villain, I'll go back and read the story. So I got the Build-A-Figure for The Darkest Night. And I'm going to go back and pull that movie. So I got I went to McFarlane. They had a really good sale. We talked about that last week.
Yeah.
I finally got the figures in. So there's only one. I got more of them down here. I wasn't going to fill this table up with the same stupid figure. But I got a Joker in that bin, that hole, and then I also got a Hush because the Hush was $5. But then I opened the box and I'm like, I think I ordered 6, but look, I got my 7 figures, and I'm like, wait a second, what is this Black Adam? I hope they didn't screw up my order. So here's what McFarlane did. Let me take my glasses off because I can't see close. So I opened the box. To my surprise, it says, "Dear McFarlane Toy Store customer, on rare occasions we tend to come across toys that have lost the battle in their journey to our warehouse. It can be slightly damaged, corner or dent in the packaging. As a token of our appreciation, we have included an extra toy in your order from our collection of damaged packaged toys. These are chosen at random and placed in your box." It goes on and tells about what's wrong with it, if it's dented or whatnot. But I got, now, funny story is it's Black Adam from the new movie. And I have no desire to see that movie. Not, I like The Rock as an actor, but okay, here's my thing. When he joins the Shazam world in the movies, I'll go back and watch this movie because, or when Henry Cavill joins Black Adam 2 and Superman's in it, I'll watch the first one. But right now, no desire. But I saw the figure, and actually, it's the Black Adam with Throne. That's what they gave me free, which is cool. I dig it. Again, don't care about the figure, but I wanted the Throne, and I was not going to pay $20 for a Throne that I can use in a display. And I think that's pretty baller for and I know toy companies do this every once in a while. They'll throw an extra piece in, or they'll do this or they'll do that. And I apologize about my little messaging because Aaron's not here, but I have our logo up here, so that's cool. So yeah, McFarlane actually threw in a Black Adam figure that I kind of wanted for the accessories, and that's, hey, McFarlane Toys. You'll probably never see this, but thank you. That's actually, son of a gun, really cool, really cool. I appreciate it. And then I also got the Build-A-Figure. We had one of Matt's Hangouts wax packs. He had a pretty decent sale. So I saw Merciless and Wolverine, the Wolverine Legends with the motorcycle 2-pack. He had a bitchin' sale, 35% off, so I went in there and picked those guys up. I've been eyeing them up. So those are my show and tells and my little story about McFarlane. I know you didn't bring anything, but did you pick anything up this week?
Yeah, I picked up a couple of, I actually found the Python Patrol Bat and the Viper in the wild this week.
Are showing up. I did buy a Viper.
Yeah.
And that was one thing I didn't put on the table because I thought Aaron was going to bring all 72 of his Vipers.
Yeah, right.
So I didn't. But no, those are actually cool figures.
And the other one I found was the ever so elusive and often canceled Stuart Selkirk Outback.
Oh, is that a pretty cool?
It's a cool figure. It doesn't come with a hell of a lot. It doesn't have like any spare hands or anything like that.
He's the one with the tiger.
He's the Tiger Force one, yeah.
Okay.
But he's got it comes with a pistol and and a machine pistol and a backpack. And he looks good. He's a good-looking figure.
Nice. Very nice.
It's very well
nice.
put together. The appliques look great. It's Hasbro knocked it out of the park with a couple of these that are coming out here lately. But but I picked up that Python Patrol bat and that Python Patrol Viper.
Okay.
And those look pretty good.
Nice. One thing that I did purchase is this gentleman here. Now, Camo Con actually is Cobra Con in the release. So what happened was Mattel Creations, and I have a couple things I want to touch base on Mattel Creations here. He was released yesterday, and it was a panic, as the last couple releases for Mattel Creations were. We weren't sure because they never said limited supply, unlimited supply. They never said pre-orders, it's made to order, nothing. They just said, hey, this is going on pre-order. He's $30. Have a nice day. Good luck. They actually said good luck on Facebook. Now, with the whole Wondar fiasco, and then the Grizzlor, well, with the Wondar, they learned their lesson. They opened him back up a couple weeks later, Wondar, for pre-order, for made-to-order, I should say. And then they did the Grizzlor 2 days, which was what we have in stock and then what we have in made-to-order. But they never said anything about him. So it's like they're not learning from their mistakes.
Right.
They have like short-term memory loss. Like, okay, Wondar was bad. Here's Grizzlor. This is how we're going to fix it. A month later, nothing. So people were panicking.
Yeah.
As not, I wasn't panicking. If I didn't get him, he was in the release. I'm not going to lose sleep. But he's a Argentinian release from the story is they had a bunch of Cobra Cons left over, but they wanted to do their own like little thing. So they added a different head and claws and a different weapon pack. So it
sounds like a Brazilian thing.
Right. And it was never released in America. And this is one of the most sought after figures ever. Because he's going for an upwards of $2,000 to $3,000 for an original figure.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. And Mattel's like, okay, we'll release them. Well, everybody can have a chance to have their own. And here's me. It's 5 minutes before 11 o'clock yesterday. Refresh. And it instantly sold out. And I'm like, wait a second. This is how it like uploads into the system. And I'm like, oh, crap. I did miss out. How did we miss out on this? So not to panic, but I was kind of panicking. Like, I spent 40 minutes waiting, and I didn't get him. But then, like 20 seconds later, he was available. So then I put 2 in because my goal is to buy 2 of everything and try to sell it for double, so I can
Just like it says in the credits.
so I can fund my own addiction. My wife doesn't care that I do drugs as long as I don't take it out of the family funds.
Well,
and I can sell drugs to make. No, I don't do drugs.
I think my wife would probably prefer me doing drugs.
It's cheaper because after you do it, you're like on that high, so you don't want to.
Well, but then
spend more on drugs.
Then again, knowing the way my mind works and the direction I go, I'd probably just get stoned and buy more shit.
But that's funny.
It's probably too true too.
So I got mine within 3 minutes. I put mine in a cart. I got my confirmation. I'm like, okay.
I almost did it. But I was like, no, man, you're just collecting He-Man. I'm not looking for the whole line. I just want the versions of He-Man.
That's what I'm doing with the Batman for McFarlane. I'm doing the Batman, and if I like the line, I'll get the villains, or I'll like veer off and just do something of that line.
Yeah,
but I'm doing Batman.
See, I'm doing it now because kind of secretly, I thought the Masters of the Universe line was actually a really cool toy, and I thought He-Man was a really neat character.
Yeah,
and he had a lot of really cool like gimmicks and stuff that came out with it, like the flying fist one. I thought was always pretty cool. Is the spinning balls, and The last one that I really thought was really cool was the Snake Armor He-Man, which is the one I'm trying to get my hands on now. But
Okay.
I think I pretty much got every other one but one or two that like didn't make
The cut.
either. No, they didn't make the cut, but I mean they made the cut, but I missed them, and now they're hard to find, and they're fucking going for stupid money.
Did you pre-order your not your Flying Fists and not your Snake Armor, but what was this? Maybe it was a Snake Armor. The Snake Armor has the fist that's on fire.
No, that's the.
Which one was that? I didn't have that one as a kid, so I don't. It's not like
Oh crap! I was just looking at that one too.
he's on he's on BBTS.
I feel so old.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he's maybe he is the Flying Fist one. I'll have to look him up.
But I was doing some research because I was like, okay, is this going to sell out in 3 minutes, 5 minutes? He was so way back when I took this line over from Aaron. Koldar was Koldar was going up for pre-order on Mattel Creations, and that was a limit of 5. And Aaron called me and said, hey, he's going up for sale in the next 5 minutes. You better get on and get him. So it was a limit of 5, and I grabbed one. I should have grabbed a couple because he is like the most sought out figure of this Origins line ever, as of right now. But he was up for about 35 or 40 minutes. And then all the other Mattel Creations after that were selling out within moments, like less than 5 minutes on everything else. So I was expecting a quick sellout, but he was up from the Facebook post that I've been looking at. He's been up for about 35 or 40 minutes before he sold out. So which is good. It gave everybody a chance to get one, and it's good for me because he is sold out, and he's not like that He-Man 4-pack that's still available after they released him for $150.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I didn't have to jump on that in the first week, but I did. I'm happy I did. But
It's the Power Punch He-Man.
Power Punch. That's right.
Yeah.
Flying Fist, Power Punch. It's like, all right.
I'm sorry, not Power Punch. Thunder Punch.
Thunder Punch.
Thunder Punch He-Man.
Thunder Punch. He has the fist, the fire fists.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually a cool figure.
I don't know. I haven't really looked into like the gimmick on this. Does he have the still have the cap ring that you stick in his back or no?
I think he has.
Maybe he's got a noisemaker or something.
He hasn't. I think it's there, and I think you get a ring of caps, but you can't. They don't snap. Do you get a ring of caps in there? Or maybe I was looking at the original. You get a ring of caps.
No. I think that was the original.
Okay.
I haven't looked into it too far.
But
yet
I think
because
that thing is on his back still. The actual contraption. Because it's the same mold. That's what I like this.
It's actually part of the web
his-
gear, I think.
Okay.
I don't think you can open it.
And that's why I like this line a lot. Because they modernized the same molds from the 80s.
It looks like it might do something though. I'll have to look into the gimmick some more. I like the fact that I think it's really cool that he's got the shield that his sword mounts on the shield. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is actually really cool. That is really cool. Yeah, they take these 5-point articulation figures from the 80s. They use the same molds, and they just add 16 points of articulation. I love them. This is what I wanted when I was a kid.
I was going to say,
but I didn't know I wanted it.
Yeah, I mean, if this is what they'd have done that long, I mean, think of how floppy the joints and shit be.
Oh, they'd be.
How many
Joe's?
How many broken ones would be out there?
Yes.
My God, there'd be pieces and parts of them everywhere. But still, I mean,
no, I dig this line. This line brings back a lot of memories for me and my brother. It brings back a lot of memories as a kid. It's fantastic, and I think that's why I gravitated to it. After Aaron didn't want to do it anymore, I'm like, I'll trade for it, whatever. And I got something out of my house that I didn't want, and I got something in the house that I didn't know I wanted. Now I'm glad I hunt this down, or I buy them. This is great. So it truly is. I'm MOTU, your Transformer sees Joe's, and we all collect everything else also. But this is like my hub. Transformers is your hub.
I mean, it's really a hell of a collection. They did a good job with it. Mattel really knocked it out of the park, I think.
I have another case I got to build and then put all like the Sun Man and the Snake Man, and so I have another case I got to put together. But that was one afternoon one morning, Aaron came over and I got those little stands from Amazon. They're fantastic.
Leech finally fell off the door.
Yeah,
too.
he fell, and I saw that, and I'm like, whatever. I'll have to figure it out. I'll just probably have to stand him up. I saw it this morning. I'm like, yep, he finally took the tumble.
I got to find a way to get a $1 now, too, without spending a fucking $1 million, but which is going to be impossible now. But
Yeah.
But anyway.
I know one more thing with Mattel. I saw, well, it got funded a few weeks ago, but I noticed in some of the forums, which caught my attention, because I knew it was going to get funded, but I didn't know Mattel came back and said, okay, everybody's in an uproar. After 8,000, so 5,000 had to fund back the Eternia. And everybody within the first week got King Grayskull. So what happened was within the first week, 8,000 backers backed it so they could get the Moat Monster. So 8,000 backers in the first week, and I think it trickled for a few hundred for the rest of the month. But the last week, Mattel came back and said, okay, and I think they were trying to get to the 10,000, so that's where they're going to make their money. They said, all right, everybody who backs it, if we reach 10,000, everybody's going to get Grayskull, and you'll get the Wizard. And I saw the big push. It was almost like 800 more people the last couple days were trying to push to get everybody Grayskull, but it didn't happen. It was like 9,200 plus change.
Yeah.
Which stinks that no one, but at the same time, you snooze, you lose. Just like these pre-orders or these, these creations.
Yeah.
You snooze, you lose.
And it's funny, too, is I keep reading in these posts in like some of these forums and stuff like that. God, if it only would have been a month earlier, or if it would have been like right now, and said, sorry.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? But these people are like literally complaining. Why couldn't they have left it up another 30? It's Christmas time, and they had to do it around this time of year. And now, okay,
that makes up that $600.
That makes a fair point.
Yes,
it makes a fair point.
A $30 figure is one thing, because in 2 weeks they're going to do this again.
But if they'd have done it back in the summer or the early spring or something.
I'm on vacation and I got kids' school clothes and.
Well, not only that, but the economy is like was at its absolute worst.
Yeah. Gas
it's still horrible now, but it was at its absolute worst.
It was bad this summer.
So, yeah,
gasoline went down. Did you see that?
Huh?
Gasoline. I went to not even like a Sam's or a Costco. There's gas stations, BP's, $2.99, and for us to say $2.99, it's still high, but that's pretty damn good compared to $4.50.
There's a reason for it, though.
Oh, I'm sure
they want people to spend money on Christmas stuff. Yeah, that's how they want to keep the economy rolling that way, which is, I suppose a good thing and a bad thing, but the economy's still fucked. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. So,
speaking of, go ahead and finish up.
No. I was gonna say because they were complaining about the 600, but now on December 14th, Mattel is going to do something really stupid. I think they are going to do another Friday 11 o'clock, or it's 9 o'clock Pacific time. Creations where it's a mystery figure for $30, and I get $30. I think they're $22 or $23 in the store. So for $30 for a deluxe figure, it is what it is. And if you don't want it,
is it a deluxe figure?
It's going to be a deluxe figure because you're going to have the packaging. And I wanted to touch base. There's so much Mattel stuff that here's Cobra Khan's, and I'm going to backtrack again. Here's Cobra Khan's picture. What's really cool about this is his not his picture, his packaging. And what's cool about this is a lot of MOTU packaging has reveals of future figures.
Right.
So here's Grayskull. His is pre-ordered.
Well, there's the Barbarian He-Man.
So
the corner
right here.
Yeah.
Yes. So you got him, and you got somebody on this pterodactyl. I don't know who the hell this is.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Here's Eternia. Here's Grayskull. We already have that. But
I wonder if you're going to get the dinosaur eventually that King Hiss rides.
See,
That'd be interesting.
And then the Triceratops for Grayskull.
For Grayskull.
I'm thinking this might be like a reveal. I don't know who this is either. I don't know the old lore of who these original characters. Moss Man. He was revealed as a Walmart exclusive. So we'll see. He should be popping up in the next month or two for pre-order. And then this wizard thing, I don't know.
That might be that wizard that they were trying to...
Now, that wizard, I forgot his name. He's from Britain. He's like a whole nother continuity.
That's right. He's from a different continuity. Yeah, that's right.
So there's some reveals. We might have new character, new writing characters. We might have another line. I don't know. I'm excited.
Who's that down there on the bottom? Is
this?
That's that one with the flicking tongue. That's was that Lashor or something like that?
Tongue Lasher. Where's he at? He's floating around here somewhere.
Oh, okay. So he's out already.
He's out. Rattler is out. He's on pre-order. I forgot his name. He's on pre-order. And then now I ordered... He came in this new wave. So there were three snakes and a He-Man in this past wave. He's on pre-order and he's on pre-order. So it looks like the Snake Men are almost done.
I don't think there were many. I think there was like 6 or 7 of them, I think.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited that they're expanding from the base.
It looks like there's some good stuff coming out.
Yeah. No, dude, it's I like it. I'm digging it.
I might look into that mystery figure just for shits and giggles, though.
Okay, so the mystery figure, $30, and it could be the Wizard. Now, people are saying it's probably going to be Space Sumo, which we just got in a 3-pack from a Target exclusive.
That's the only thing that's might keep me from balking because I've got that set. So.
And that's my thing, too. It's like, okay, I got a Space Sumo. How many Sumos do I need? How many Pigmen do I need? How many Sunmen? There's 4 Sunmen that were released. I got 3 of them.
Yeah.
Why? Why are we releasing multiples of these figures? 2, okay, 3 maybe. He-Man and Skeletor, they have different renditions because they're fighting these other factions. But why do we need 7 Teelas? We don't.
Yeah.
We don't need 15 Fakers. So you have the Faker that was released in the package, and then you have the Faker that was released with Duplicate. Done. You don't need another Faker.
Yeah.
You don't need... Okay, so we have a Trapjaw original, which is green, and we have the Trapjaw that was in the 2-pack. And then we have the Trapjaw... Or the Trapjaw that was in the individual packing, and then we have the original Trapjaw. Okay, fine. You have your Origins, and then you have your original, and you have the newer release. Done. 2 different Evil Lyns. Done. You don't need 15 different outfits. This isn't Hasbro with G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Exactly.
I mean, let's take these bodies because you're using the same body. We're not gonna candy coat it. That is the same exact mold for every figure. And the women are the same exact mold for each figure.
Yeah.
There is no... How much money are they saving? Stop giving me the same damn figures over and over. That's my only gripe.
Quit making a different head mold and selling it to me for something completely different.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But that's my little gripe. But go. You were going to say something about Hasbro because... They're made to order.
No, I was just well, first off, I mean, I got kind of a gripe. This Dark Trooper thing that's out there.
Oh yeah.
Why is that thing $30? Why is that $30? I have no clue why it's $30. For some reason, the packaging is a little bit bigger, but it comes with nothing. I think
Does it have a hand?
It's got a couple. I think it's got a couple of pairs of hands, and a gun.
I don't... Okay, so...
That's all. That's all it comes with.
A deluxe should have an extra head, extra hands, extra weapons. But if you don't have an extra head, you should be the same price because a hand is nothing.
Yeah.
Your hands and your extra... I think he has a hand that cups so he can hold the rifle.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's his extra hand. I don't even think he has a second hand. He just has one extra hand.
Okay, they even have it on Pulse for $33. It's 30 or 31 at Target that I saw yesterday.
What What's the
Hell,
regular
it might
price
e-
of those?
It might not even come with an extra set of hands.
Are those a $24, $25 figure, or are those $27 now?
What's that? The
Black
Series? I see them everywhere for $24.
And I saw there were 3 of them on the shelf about a week or two ago, and I'm like, $30, $29.99. Why? I even was contemplating. I'm like, he's a bigger figure, but Hulk does not cost more than anybody else because he's a bigger figure.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think I don't think he comes with any other hands. I think he just comes with a gun.
just an extra gun.
Just a gun.
Huh.
It's just a figure with a gun. He's $30. Don't get it.
That's crazy.
I just don't get it. But then again, it's Pulse. It's Hasbro. You're not supposed to get it. I guess you're just supposed to buy it and shut up.
Just shut up. Yes.
Buy it and shut up, fool.
Yeah, exactly. Have fun. Just give me your money.
You are never going to see it again. Therefore, you must buy it. Give us your money. Give us your money now.
But
yeah, okay. Other than that, that's really my only gripe, kind of this week, as long as we're going through gripes. But the other thing is, where the hell are you at? Let's back up. The Deathsaurus. The Deathsaurus is funded. They made the 11,000 plus. They got 9 days, 13 hours to go, and they are well on their way to 14,000 backers.
they came out with the actual painted picture.
Yes, they
Do you
got
have
that.
that?
As a matter of fact, yeah, let me pull that up.
You said your wife. I didn't want to cut you off.
No,
Your wife said, "Do not buy that."
no,
Your wife will know now that you want this.
I'm gonna be a good husband and ask. She's probably gonna look at me. You're gonna order it anyway. I said, no, I can't. I mean, I've been spending too much money lately. I need to stop.
Funny story with wives is she goes, yeah, I took off yesterday. I had a roof repair, so I had to go up on the roof and fix a couple things. And then she goes, "What's your plans tomorrow?" And I said, "Well, I got to fix the roof. I got to go to Menards, put what I need." And that's it early. So at 10 o'clock, which was 11, I misspoke. At 10 o'clock, I got a He-Man pre-order I got to do. And she stopped me and said, "He-Man pre-order?" I said, "This is like a one-time thing." She goes, "One time, you got like 95 one-time things." And I'm like, stop. And no, I don't. I said, "They're all downstairs." She goes, "Let's go upstairs and look to see." And I know you have a He-Man upstairs. I said, "Hold on."
Dude,
and I'm looking, and I'm like, "Yeah, I got He-Man upstairs." Okay, never mind.
I know in the back of my head that everything in her subconscious is cataloged that I have sitting around, I mean, on the shelves or whatever, even stored away. I'm sure it's all cataloged back there somewhere, just ready to pop up when the need arises. I'm just playing, honey. Just don't be mad at me.
Don't be mad. Yeah.
But,
So it was funny that she said that. She goes, "Seriously, you have that planned?" It's a time that it releases, and it will be sold out. Then I'm going to the barber for the first time in 20 years to get my beard trimmed. That's my day. That's what I have
You had
planned.
that planned?
And she goes, "Seriously, this is ridiculous." And I'm like, "It is," but she goes, "Just buy your toys." I'm like, "I'm buying 2 so I could sell 1 and fund the other one." Okay. I said, "It might be a couple months before I get that money back, but I will get that money back."
I was honestly thinking about buying 2 of these because when they're gone, the
that's
price,
like $300 or $400
the price on
figure.
that's going to double for sure.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about buying 2 of those so I could make my money back on it and like playing that game, like, hey,
Tell your wife.
this is
I'm gonna see Ron. We're gonna make this money back.
We're gonna talk. It'll be refused, but I'm prepared for it. It's not a problem. I'm probably gonna miss out on this one too, but I'm gonna try. But anyway, this is one hell of a figure, man, and they did a really good job with this. If anybody out there that's seen the original Deathsaurus, I mean, knows that this is a cut above, beyond, and way the hell out there. This thing is very well done, and it's part of a faction called Breast Force in Japan. It's part of the Victory line.
Okay.
The Victory continuity in Japan, and they had things called I think it was Godmasters and the Breast Force. So the Breast Force was like you stick, like I don't know if you've ever heard of like the Power Masters from the original line, where you'd stick the little figure that came with it, like folded up, and it went into it slotted into a specific space or spot on the figure, and certain
kind of like Power Masters.
Power Masters, like certain like certain features would pop up, or that's how you would transform them.
Oh, okay,
because
yeah.
it would unlock a certain piece on them. It would have transform them. It's the same
concept.
It's the same concept behind this. So it's got.
Is that where that gray thing is, or when he's a figure, he looks like he has a cassette deck in his chest? Is that what it is?
It's similar, yes.
Okay.
Let me find the other picture here. This is the transformed picture. This actually is a weapon.
Oh, his chest plate.
His chest plate. He comes with two figures like this, and both of them snap into the chest. And
that's his actual bow.
This is a bow, right?
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to.
If you go to Pulse.com for people just listening, Pulse.com, it's gonna have.
I'll pull up another picture here.
So that. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Where are we at? There we go. This is his breastplate that snaps into the.
Okay, so under
that is so cool, and then beyond that, there's actually another character that snaps.
That's what I was seeing, like a cassette or a type of Power Master type.
Correct.
Creature that sits on him. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, that is actually amazing.
Yeah, I want it. I want it really bad. I want it really, really bad.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I really wish I wouldn't have missed out on Victory Saber, because that figure isn't. I mean, they just literally, people are just now starting to receive theirs from last year's pre-order, and that figure is freaking amazing.
Seriously,
yes. I mean, as much as I hate them, kudos to Hasbro on that one. They really, really, killed it with that one. And not only that, but it's not just. It's not just Victory Saber. Well, Victory Saber is like the complete figure, but it's like Star Saber and Victory Leo. It's like a lion, and it's like two separate characters, but they both combine together as the God Force, like I was talking about, where the head actually pops up into the head's cavity.
Yeah,
and he becomes Victory Saber. And the figure is just really, really cool, and they're mortal enemies, these two, which is why I think they did this one right.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
He's you don't actually see him more than a couple of times, I think, 3-4 times actually in the Victory continuity, especially in the cartoon.
Okay,
because he's mainly sitting on his throne, pointing his finger, basically.
Okay,
but when you do see him, man, he's badass mofo, but yeah, but those two figures go hand in hand. I'm never going to see the Victory Saber, so I'm going to try and shoot for this one and see what happens.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the it's backed.
Which is good to see,
they're
because
well on their way to 14,000. You get with the 14,000, you get let's move our way down here. You get this weapons pack here.
Dude, that cannon is amazing. Look at that mace.
Yeah, and this cool ass Morning Star, and I believe these blast effects come with it. They might be a slightly lighter purple. I think that's what they said in the in the video that we saw. But yeah,
dude, he's holding that mace like a baller.
Yeah, this is called the Morning Star, actually, because a mace is just a ball on a big stick, but the Morning Star is it's on a flail chain.
A flail, okay. And when you see a dragon holding a cannon, okay, you sold me. Transformers fan or not, okay, I'll buy that.
But I mean, the figure itself, I think, is just, I mean, it's fantastic. It looks great. And
how tall is he? He's going to be a 12, 14 inch.
He's 12 inch.
12 inch.
He's like 11 3/4, something like that.
So he's a big boy.
Yeah. And all the chroma is vac metal. It's not the plated shit. It's all vac metal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it should be strong.
Very nice.
Yeah, very displayable.
And it's good to see Hasbro rebounding from that from the Ghost Rider fiasco.
I agree.
I mean,
I agree.
They have this is what pre-order should be. Should be your not apocalypse. Galactus. Should be stuff like this. It should be an Eternia. Stuff that you can't. This is not going to sell in the store. Not
No.
everybody wants this.
No.
This is a third party, or this is what Hasbro or Mattel should be doing.
Actually,
Stuff that's not going to be for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, this is one hell of a good looking piece, man. I'm the Haslab thing. I'm in and out on it, man. I really am. There's certain things I don't like about their crowdfunding, the way they do it.
Sure. The sail
Sure,
barge was
yeah.
awesome. You're not going to sell that in a store.
No.
You can sell Ghost Rider in a car in a store for $150. Valaverse is going to do it with
I was
that,
gonna say, I think they could
automobile.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think that's something that they could have got away with. But yeah, I'm in and out. I'm in and out on the Haslab stuff. But man,
Yeah.
that's every now and then they have a couple that just really hit it out of the park. And this one and Victory Saber were two of the favorites. I just wish I could have got my hands on that Victory Saber. That would have been great.
Right.
But anyway, that's my toy news for today. We got 13,274 backers on it now. It's already backed. We got 9 days left.
Oh, they'll hit the 14K.
They'll
Is
hit
there
the
something after
I
14?
was going to say, they'll hit the 14K easy. This is going to be the next
Oh,
next
a
tier
throne.
at 17,000, which I'm wondering if they're going to get there, because I'm not sure how many people are really going to be after this.
Well, just get this Black Adam figure and you have a throne.
Yeah,
Maybe you'll get one free.
Repaint it. Yeah, right. But yeah, the throne is the 17,000 tier. Not sure if they'll make it, but
Who's the guy with the drills on this? Who's that? Is that the Victory Saber?
this is Victory Saber over here. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So they're posing them next to each other so he could see.
yeah.
And that sword comes with him, right? That big sword. That's his part of his weapon.
I think so.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Cool.
right there.
It's cool. That's nice. Go Hasbro Pulse. Haslab.
They're pulling it. I mean, and at this price point for this,
That's a good price.
it's not bad.
It's not $250, not $249,
no.
not $310, no.
I don't think that's for like a masterpiece scale figure
Yeah.
like this. I
Yes.
don't think this is bad.
With tiers that are not going to up the price.
Right. I mean, you get this like in a they make third parties in this that look either just as good or maybe even better. Actually,
$300.
Yeah, they're $300, $350.
And people drop that in a second.
Yeah.
So if they can come up, the only problem is that shield is hollow on the back.
I believe so. Yeah.
But he's probably part of transformation. But if they could fix that hollowness, that's my only gripe, because
Yeah.
everything else I've seen looks like a solid figure.
Yeah, I mean, when they did like a video, like a post announcement video where they actually had they announced the painted figure,
Yeah.
the actual like colored figure, a couple of days ago, and you get a really good look at the figure as they hold it up and spin it around and stuff. There's no holes in this thing anywhere.
No,
It's a solid figure.
that's nice. That's really nice.
So yeah, they did it up good. They did it up good, and I really want it, but we'll see what happens.
So for the last handful of minutes that we're going to be chit-chatting, I'm going to bring up something that Aaron brought to our attention a few days ago, and then I've been like digging in, and I haven't. When I say digging in, I have been just snooping around their website, and it's dead, dude. Their website's dead. So Aaron brought something up, and he found this letter online.
Oh, I forgot about the letter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a post here that I thought was interesting about the major bloods that I didn't know or look into.
Dude,
so.
I remember that clear as day. So we're talking about Dorkside. So something's going on with Dorkside, and I don't know what. So if you don't know what Dorkside's a site just like BBTS or
They're
Entertainment
an online
Earth.
toy store. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've got a physical site in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, but they're an online store as well.
And I have bought from them before. They're not my go-to. BBTS is. I don't know why. They never slighted me. It's just I found BBTS first. So BBTS is like, I mean, they're on the back of advertising. I don't. Dorkside really.
I bought
isn't.
a couple of Joes because they had a sale, so
Yeah.
it really wasn't a big deal.
And so Aaron sent this letter out to us. It was from Galactic Trade Ship. It's a PSA. Dorkside is dead. Full disclosure, I used to work here. I'm going to read this letter real as quick as I can, so excuse the mistakes. It says, ordering anything from Dorkside right now is playing with fire. Maybe it ships. Maybe the FBI seizes the warehouse first. Maybe a few remaining employees that are left stop showing up. If you have store credit, use it now. If you have outstanding pre-order, cancel it with your bank or your credit card, or your pre-orders ain't coming. Don't even waste your time emailing. Dorkside cannot issue refunds because they are massively in debt and locked out of their accounts. Dorkside used to be a good business and fun place to work. It stopped being all that a while ago. Greed and incompetence took over. There was a coup in management ranks. Outside infiltrators gained influence, and Eddie, the owner, thought he could run things without his longtime partner. Spoiler, he couldn't. That's what's happening right now, and it's karma. The story will come out sooner or later, but it's not his story to tell. Or it's not my story to tell, meaning this gentleman here. I make this post to stop people from being ripped off as Dorkside continues to operate as the ship goes down. It may look like business as usual right now, but sooner rather than later, there will be a tipping point and no more orders will ship out. P.S. I know, yeah. We totally got the major blood that broke the action figure internet from Dorkside. Hasbro shipped a rogue case. They sold them to employees and friends. That's all, folks. R.I.P. Dorkside.
Yeah, I was just reading this. The specifics that I found. This is from Deathgar on what is this site? Whoosh.
Oh, I watch him. He's actually really he's a good YouTube personality for
Deathgar.
No, Fwoosh.
Oh, Fwoosh. Okay.
Yeah, he does his like weekly toy news and what he buys and what he's looking into.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look him up. I haven't seen him before. The specifics that I found online are before Major Blood was available anywhere in the U.S. at Target A number of Major Bloods showed up on eBay at a scalper's price, and those sellers were located in Tennessee. Hence, Dorkside was in Tennessee. Speculation was that Dorkside got a case somehow, and it was involved since they were located in Tennessee. Additionally, the Robo received a Major Blood, and I don't know who the Robo is, Major Blood anonymously in the mail at the time that Dorkside Toys having an affiliation with Robo. The Reddit poster that used to work at Dorkside confirmed the story by saying Dorkside Toys did receive a rogue case of the Target exclusive blood, and they sold them off to family and friends locally, which is how they ended up on eBay. Not sure if it's true or not, but the story makes sense. The story makes total sense.
Listen,
it makes 100% utter stupid total sense.
I am gonna go. So when I was in the Joe line at first with Aaron, this was gonna hit, and everybody was like, "We need to buy this. We need to buy this." And then all of a sudden, they started popping up on eBay for hundreds, and they were selling for hundreds of dollars.
Yeah,
not 100. I bought mine at 100, and Aaron bought his at 130 ish.
Yeah.
And he'll correct me if I'm wrong, but we're talking $200, $300, $400, and that's where we were getting the FOMO. That's why we bought ours early. But we saw these and we're like, who the hell in Hasbro was able to put these up? Because there's only a handful.
Yeah.
And they were selling, and we're like, dude, we started freaking out. It was crazy. It was mass hysteria. And then what? 2 weeks later, you found yours?
I pulled it right off the peg for $19. Yeah.
Now they're still selling for about 50 or 60 because they're gone.
Yeah.
But I remember when that hit, and we didn't know what was going on. And it's interesting to see an article about Dorkside, and then this come out, and then so I go to Dorkside Toys, and I'm here now, and I go. Valaverse had an exclusive. Those things are gone. Now, I was talking to Aaron about this yesterday. Those are gone. There is no Valaverse anywhere on Dorkside. Bobby probably took all his products.
I was going to say he probably yanked it.
If you go anywhere, let's go to pre-orders for Marvel, because there's a million of them. This is the only pre-order for Marvel. Star Wars pre-orders, millions of them. There is no pre-orders. Joe, pre-orders. There is nothing. So Dorkside is starting to fall apart slowly. So I'll take this with some weight. If you have any orders for Dorkside, don't just cancel them.
Yeah.
Just go somewhere else and find them.
And if you do cancel them and they already charged your card, good luck getting your money back, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's according to a couple of things that I've been seeing.
Yeah, because they're just like BBTS. They don't give money back. They'll
Yeah.
give you store credit.
Yeah.
Now, that exclusive for Valaverse, a couple things could happen because Bobby seems like he's a down-to-earth collector just like everybody else he sells to. Now, this Dorkside, because they're going for a pretty penny now. That Urban Trooper, is it?
Oh, the one that, the Dorkside exclusive?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be stupid money for those.
Now, I can see Bobby doing one of two things. Him releasing it on his site saying, you know what, Dorkside screwed up. There was an issue. This should be to everybody who wants it.
Right.
Or he could go to Entertainment Earth. He could go to BBTS and say, you want a second exclusive. I think it's going to be available probably in the next 4 to 6 months. I could see it. I don't have any insight. I know.
See, I'm wondering if maybe, because just knowing what you know about Valaverse, I wonder if Bobby isn't going to pull something out of his ass to make this available.
Yeah.
To make that exclusive available on his site because Dorkside, as far as I'm concerned, screwed him.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. 100%.
They absolutely screwed him.
100%.
So, knowing the way Bobby Vala works, though, it's a 50-50, I think, right now.
I think so.
But knowing the way he works, he's gonna
see that these figures are going for $200 or $300, and he is not gonna have it.
No, he hates that shit.
He does.
He hates that shit with a passion.
So he'll go to his manufacturer and say, okay, when can I get these produced? When can I get them in my store? And how can I mass produce? And he'll come back with his after he gets his answers, because this is all fresh within a week.
Yeah.
After he gets his answers, I bet you he'll come out and say, okay, relax, don't pay these prices. We will have them in hand in 6 or 8 months.
Well, he was on the he does like a bi-weekly podcast, I think, with
Him and Aaron?
with Analog Toys and a couple of other guys.
Aaron Aldridge.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he's in his pocket.
Yeah, and he probably gets the vibrations through the ground while he's sleeping. Just kind of filters into his head. But anyway, and they were talking about the way he does like the exclusive type stuff. Like when Desert Rat came out, he made sure that there was plenty of those available.
Yes. Yeah.
He didn't want to see those out there going for $200, $300, $400. He didn't want to see that shit. So he made sure there were plenty of those manufactured. There were some. There were some sold at conventions. There were some that he handed off to Tony to do signatures and stuff on to either give back to Bobby or sell himself. For Valaverse or whatever. He's in cahoots with Bobby. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And so I wouldn't be surprised to see more of them show up, so that you don't see those stupid scalper prices now.
100. I agree. I just think it's crazy. It's with the world the way it is, and everybody's like, did you hear what the government's doing? Did you hear what this company's doing? Did you hear what the gas? And then when a toy company does it, it's weird how different parts of your life, like this is all I see now. Dorkside. What's going on? Who's FBI? Who's coming in? Are they embezzling money? Are they
Right.
It's funny to see, like, this is a big deal because it's money. This is
Totally
huge. But for it to be toys, if I bring this up at work, someone's going to look at me and be like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Plastic toys. But this is a huge deal, and this makes me... I'm not laughing, but it makes me laugh because, outside world affects everybody.
Yeah,
this is our
absolutely.
Inside world, and this is affecting...
It's like running a restaurant, When the price of shit goes up, you got to raise your prices. Not many people are going to come,
Oh, absolutely.
It's just the way the world works, man. Money is what makes the world go round, unfortunately, and people just happen to be people want to. We have certain entities out there that want to steal it from you.
Yeah.
But anyway, but yeah, so that's the Dorkside story, I guess, for the moment.
For the moment, well, yeah, we'll keep you posted on the upcomings.
But at the meantime, if you got store credit and you can use it, use it. If you can't, I don't know what else you can do about
am
it.
So gonna pre-order this. This makes my freaking day.
You brought this up, and I thought this was actually pretty cool. I mean, it's a spin-off of the Masters of the Universe. The guy, I mean, literally, the guy saw what was coming and decided to do whatever it is you do with this kind of thing.
Looks like the same body molds.
I don't think these are multi-point articulated. I think they might be like the original stuff.
It looks like it. Looks like their shoulders are just like swivel shoulders and swivel waists.
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, there's no knees. There's no hands. Their hands are the grip.
But I mean, still, and now if this stuff comes in packaging that looks like I would hope it would look like. I mean, if the guy, I mean, look at the figure. The figure's probably. I'm hoping for this particular fella that I hope they're not hard to produce. Because if they're not hard to produce, then that means that maybe this guy will get a dream off the ground, which I would love to see.
Yes. Now, what we're talking about is the Legends of Dragonor, and he has a Facebook fans page. And if you go to BBTS, you can order the 6 or 7 figures.
I think it's 7. Yeah,
it's 7. Is that a Build-A-Figure?
I don't know,
because I don't think he's part. So there's 7 figures on his fan page. So you have like the Conan type, you have the leopard type, this weird demon, the Dracula, this woman with this headdress, and then you have this guy in the center of his fans page. And he's like this orb around him. It's really cool. So we don't know if that's a 7th figure or a Build-A-Figure. This is because he looks like he has elbow joints.
This figure, almost, yeah. This figure looks really cool, though.
It does. It's like so stupid. I love it. I don't know. Like, I mean, that's just awesome.
That's just an interesting character. It looks like something out of Japan, man.
It does. It does. It's a He-Man body with a Japan dragon demon head.
And look at the web gear. I mean, the shoulder pauldrons and stuff. It's just
very intricate.
You know, they look like they're removable, which is a cool thing.
So BBTS has them for $190 pre-sale, and it comes out sometime like mid next year.
I mean, for like pretty much a homemade design that's just going out somewhere and I think $190 is pretty fair.
And what does that
for
come out to
7
be?
figures?
Yeah,
it's like 30 a figure, I think. No, yeah, it's like 30 a figure, I think.
Yes. Some of these figures are really cool, and then
I mean they look like something out of like Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls, or what's that? Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I'm digging these. I'm digging these. I'm curious on. So if you go to his fans page on Facebook, there's a castle behind him too.
It's a cool Djinn looking dude with some like cloth goods.
Yes,
for the cape.
Maybe I'm digging it because it is Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, something crazy. So I don't know. He's like translucent. What's his name over in Boston?
The bodies aren't as huge either, which I think is kind of cool. What are you saying about a guy over in Boston?
Who's the guy that we watch? He has the Boba Fett's, the Boba collection.
Oh, Dan Larson.
Dan Larson. He loves his translucent figures.
Yeah, he likes the Tron stuff and anytime people just like mold him translucent crap and
just send it to him,
and he loves it.
That's a cool. He's a cool collector. He's just like for the last second, go back over. What is this? November 5th and 6th. Okay, so there was a con that he was.
Look at this! Look at this, like the fur type cloth goods.
See,
and shit.
That is pretty baller, man.
Yeah, I mean these are well done. These are really. I mean, I hope they got really cool character bios and stuff.
Yeah,
I'll have to check out the webpage and stuff. It almost looks like there's a separation between the
boot joints.
The boot joints there. So I mean, there may be some articulation, but it looks like it's mainly just 5 POA.
And I'm okay with that.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, these figures look great. Now, if they've got really nice artwork on the packaging, these would be well worth collecting.
Oh, yeah, and leave them in box or whatever.
Yeah.
I got my MOTU out, but I leave those in box and make a nice display for them.
Yeah. I mean,
flip over to me for a quick second before we head out for the week.
What's now?
flip over to my screen real quick. I'm on his Facebook fans page. There's a castle. I don't know how true this is or if this is just a picture that he put up, but there's this castle. I hope he releases, unless it's a cardboard cutout, but you can't tell because the figures look like they're cardboard cutouts because of the feet, if you can see the feet down there. So we'll see if this castle will go really nice between Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull.
I mean, it looks really. I like the dragon head up there with the wings sticking out of the side there.
Yeah,
that looks kind of neat. Even if it was like some sort of cardboard cutout or something, or some press board cutout or something.
Yeah, like the arms actually open up the rib cage so you could go into this castle.
Yeah,
that would be amazing.
That'd be a nice like display, just like a display piece.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I hope this works out for him. I really do. I might try to jump in on the early bird because sometimes these early birds go for a lot of money after you miss out.
Yeah,
and he says, you know what, that was our stepping stone. Now here's our line. So I might look into the pre-orders, especially if it's 6 months out.
Yeah.
Gives me a little money or a little time to save some money up, sell up some of these things I've been buying, and I can resell, make the money to buy this. But no, that's
make sure you watch the credits at the end.
Yes, yes. No. Seriously, the Legends of Dragonor. Check it out, guys.
Yeah, that's it. It looks like a really interesting line. I think it would be very collectible with the right artwork.
Yeah. Well, hey, guys, thanks for joining us. Hope Aaron is getting his rest because, he went out a little late last night.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, guys. See you next week.
Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, you guys join us next week, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good one, folks.
Take it easy.